is the release. When we say release, the moment the compressor attacks the vocals and works upon the vocals, how fast or slow do you want the compressor to leave that vocals when there is no vocals detected? All right, I don't know if I'm making sense, but I want you to understand compressor in today's video so that you can actually use every compressor. The release knob, we are going to set how fast or slow the compressor after working on the vocal that we are compressing. How fast or slow the compressor should leave the vocals when there are no vocals. All right, so this one too is fast release, and as I said, this is slow release. Fast release, sometimes it will be 0 dB. All right, so any vocal that you are mixing, you have to play with the attack and the release. What vibe are you targeting? All right, so with this one, I'm just gonna set a little bit fast attack here, then a little bit slow release. Are you there? Now you can see that we have compressed the vocals all the way to this level. There is gain reduction. We have lost volume. You are finding it difficult to hear the vocals. So what you're gonna do is to bring back the lost volume, and we're gonna use this knob called the makeup or the makeup gain. So the makeup gain gonna help us to increase the volume, the lost volume that we compress and lost. All right, so let's me play as I increase the makeup gain. I'm gonna exaggerate things, just listen. Let me off the reverb. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe. Now you hear the makeup gain, but you can see the compressor is working perfectly. So now this is what the artist was giving to us, and now the compressor is hitting a particular level. If the vocals is weak, it will push it all the way to this threshold. Now the artist was giving us negative 36.4 dB, and we are now giving it negative 14.5 dB. Do you get it? So the makeup gain is used to compensate for the lost volume when you compress the vocals. Now anytime you are mixing anytime you are compressing vocals, don't give full makeup gain or increase the gain reduction like this. No, in mixing, less is the best. We're going to compress a little, EQ, then we will compress again so that you hear everything perfect. You feel me? I feel you. If this video is helping you, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment, let me know what you want next from me. Let's do everything with the beat or the instrument. As I said, don't solo the vocals alone and compress, but sake of this video that I did that. All right, so now let's listen to the whole vocals together with the beat, and we're gonna play with the makeup gain. We want to hear it a little bit, then I'm gonna show you how you can actually hear the vocals perfectly. Now you are finding it difficult to hear the vocals, but I'm still reducing the makeups gain. So what I'm gonna do is to introduce another effects that's gonna help us to push the vocals all the way up without giving this makeup full gain. All right, so what I'm gonna do is to create effects, add effects channel, then we're gonna go to dynamic, then we're going to introduce the maximizer like this. And if you introduce the maximizer. Don't touch anything. Don't touch anything here. Just close it. Now, go to the track that you are mixing. If it is a group channel, just go to that group. Alright. Then, as I've done it, this one here, I'm just gonna bypass this one, then introduce it again. Alright. So now we're gonna play the beat and we're gonna exaggerate. We're gonna push this thing until we start hearing the beat and the vocals perfectly. Alright. So let's do that as I exaggerate. We're gonna use this one to compensate for the volume. If this one is at negative 6.45 dB and we are still not hearing it, then you go back to the compressor and start pushing the makeup gain. Alright. Now you can see that, you can hear that we are still not hearing the vocals perfectly. That's why I say we're gonna compress until we hear that. So what I'm gonna do is to even drag this one all the way back, like this, negative 10 dB. Then I'm just gonna stick to this one like this, bring it back. Then we're gonna introduce another compressor like this. Alright, the same compressor. Then what we're gonna do is to leave everything like this. This one we're not gonna touch anything but only the makeup gain. So let's push it. So now you can actually hear the vocals, but don't do things much. Less is the best in mixing. So we're gonna play with the 3. We're gonna play with the 3 things here. This first compressor, the second compressor, and the maximizer. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my only. Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my one only. Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my one only. Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my one only. Baby, why you do me? So now you can hear this thing perfectly. Alright, don't overdo things because you're gonna add reverb and we're gonna add more effects, so the volume gonna increase as we continue mixing. Now you can actually hear the vocals, but don't do things much. Less is the best in mixing. Today we are concerned about the compressor, how to use it. Alright, so this is what you can actually do. Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my one only. Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe only. Baby girl, don't do me like this. But it don't be firewood. I swear, say you be my one only. Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies. I can't feel the vibe
be firewood. I swear, say you be my only.
Simple, simple, so simple. Now, right from there, you play with your autotune, then you set your EQ, everything perfectly, and you will get a perfect mix.
Baby, why you do me this? Me, I no go love you play. You be my one only. So dance to my melodies.